Darling, I know it's hard to let go. Soon I will hold you again. Longer days when I...
Morning guys, my name is Zach and we've got Shauna filming, and this is day 2 of our road trip from Marbella to Ireland. It's early, it's an early start. We were up at 6:30 this morning, and we left Madrid, which was a lot busier than we thought. We were leaving, like a lot of the Spanish get up early, but we're not too used to it. So we're about 80 kilometers into our drive now. The sun is coming up, you can see it's a little pinky, and we're going to share with you the journey today into France, which will involve, I don't think there's a border, but we'll know more about that when we get moving, so enjoy. Alright, it's just gone 9 a.m. and I'm absolutely freezing. It's 10 degrees here. We've gone down from 28 to 10 degrees. Our fuel top up number 2, it didn't need a full tank, to be honest. I just put in, it was like 58 euro or something like that. So we still had 220 kilometers to go on that tank when I filled up. But when you're in a Shell garage, I've always learned to just put fuel in, because it's the best of fuel, isn't it, Emily? The best of fuel. What do you think, huh? What do you think?
Barry John, a psychic medium.
See, this is the one that freaks me.
These are real hauntings or hoaxes.
So we're about 300 kilometers in today.
206.
That's 206,000 kilometers. You're reading the distance a car has ever done. So Shauna's off to a good start. She's driving.
924.
Yeah.
924.
She's quite nervous because she hasn't driven on the opposite side.
I'm so
and Alice hasn't driven in a couple of months. So here we go. But I could definitely do with a break from driving, because it's been a long day so far.
Look at me.
Look at this happy.
Oh.
All right.
Emmy.
So we're gonna put the phone away. Shauna's gonna drive, and we'll go from there. Less than 3 hours of our drive, and just about to cross the border from Spain into France, and that's kind of the moment of truth, whether we figure out whether, like, as in, was my research right that there is no land border between Spain and France? Because if there is,
we're fucked.
then this little girl technically needed to be wormed, but if there isn't, then we're good and we can get her wormed with the original booking in France. But that's something I wanted to talk about, was little doggos, and having a doggo crossing Europe is very easy once you're prepared. You have to have a dog passport for her. She has to have all her kind of like tablets and stuff, standard kind of puppy things that you would have anyway. The only main thing you need to do is have her wormed 24 hours before travel, and that is like 24 up to 72 hours you can travel within that window, and then you can bring her to the next European country. So that's the crack. Okay, moment of truth approaching. We've seen a sign that says France, 1 kilometer. Just take a ticket. Just like typical France, we crossed, no problem, but the minute you get in, 80 euro. Yeah, just welcome. Here's an 80 euro toll. You seen in the last clip there, I was like, what? 80 euro? Like, I was like, how are we're just crossing, like, why do we have to spend 80 euro? We haven't even used the French tolls yet. And then what happened was we thought we spent 80 euro. We're like, fucking hell, that was expensive. Went up like 2-3 kilometers later, another toll, and it was like 50 euro. I was like 130 euro so far. And then I'm 130, and I'm there complaining, I'm doing research, I'm like, that's just ridiculous, like we haven't even used your roads yet. Then we went up a bit further and it was like 80 euro again, another like maybe 10 kilometers. I was like, I am baffled by how expensive this is. But it turns out the way they have their numbers is like the euro is in a weird kind of place, so it looks like it says 80 euro, but it actually would say, it would be 8 euro. Or sorry, it'd be €1.80. So each time we thought it was 80 euro, it was actually €1.80. And each time we thought it was 50 euro, it was like, I don't even know what that one was, 150 or something like that. So far we spent like £5 on tolls instead of nearly 200 euro, which we thought before. And it was only until I got the receipt that I realised, Oh.
Okay, because we were so pissed off.
We were so annoyed.
We were like, get the receipt for that one because, like, honestly, like, we are actually going to say something about it. Like, this is shocking. And then it was funny.
So yeah, there we go. We're all good now. Day 2, stop 2.
We're in Bourdeaux, in France. So we have arrived. We've stayed in this place before, actually, on the way out. It's called Apart Hotel All Suites, I think. Really nice place. Just, I like how it has like a little kitchen and everything like that. It's just easy. And we treated ourselves to a nicer room this time. Not the other room is not nice, but the view here is so pretty. Like, it's so cool.
Stunning.
I just love all the roofs. I think they're so cool. So, bed. It's 2 singles pushed together, but to be honest, that doesn't bother us. A nice desk, which is just so
It's massive, isn't it?
gorgeous. The kitchen, the bathroom.
Yo.
A really good running spot for Emmy.
She likes it, as usual.
Right?
You happy?
You happy?
Good.
Are we going to come out the other side of the park?
Yeah. We tried to go out and get some French food and kind of failed. We ended up in this African Mediterranean type of restaurant, and we also tried to get some Bourdeaux wine and ended up with Algerian red wine, which is actually quite nice.
It's lovely.
Very nice. And we had half the bottle in the restaurant, having the other half here because we're quite tired. And we're looking at apartments in Dublin right now. So we're going to call it there. I'll pick this up in the morning. So currently sitting in the lovely hotel room with Emily. Shauna's off getting her nails done and it is Saturday. Catching up on a little bit of work. Actually putting together the first vlog of this Marbella to Ireland series. And this place is stunning. If you're going to work in a place, watching over at Bourdeaux City is definitely one on the list. So we've got the laptop here, nice little desk, and we're just gonna tap out some deep work for a while. Is that right, Emmy?
Good morning and welcome to the rain. We're back. We are on the way from Bourdeaux to Cherbourg today and it's hissing rain, like absolutely lashing. So we are topping up fuel and Zach is raging with the price of fuel.
€70.
What?
Now that's, I know I said in earlier vlogs that it was €70 a tank, but I actually just put that in there and we already had 200 kilometers left. No, we had 250 kilometers left on the clock as well. So expensive in France compared to Spain. You could buy a Freddo bar with every single litre extra if you get it in Spain. It's a weird reference, but.
So we are in the car. We're 4.5 hours out from Cherbourg, but I wanted to quickly update you. Oh, hi. She's all wet. Quickly update you on Bourdeaux. We had a really nice time. The hotel there that we stay in is just so handy. Like it suits us down to the ground, and then the view was lovely. We didn't really do a hell of a lot because the weather was a bit shitty over the few days, but we did walk over the river and we went to this place called Darwin yesterday, which was very, very fun. There's like, it's basically an old army barracks and it's turned into this really kind of quirky, almost like hipstery vibe place. We really liked it. So we had lunch there and then we went to a thrift shop, which was so cool, and we got a bunch of like little ornaments that I'm going to spray paint white and hardback books I'm going to spray paint white for our shelves in the new apartment that we don't actually have yet, but we will. But it was really cool and it was €7 for a bunch of stuff, so we love that. So we're on the road, we're almost there. The weather's kind of clearing up, so it's a bit nicer. The visibility this morning was shocking, which made me nervous.
Just entered our last 300 kilometers and Shauna's doing a little bit of the driving now. 1600 kilometers done, 300 to go, and then we're getting the ferry from Cherbourg to Rosselair in a couple of days. So yeah, I think we've filled up about 4 times over this trip and we're trucking up. The weather's clearing up.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's good vibes. Good morning, guys, and happy Monday. We fully intended on vlogging a little more yesterday, but we just got actually so tired after, like, towards the end of that trip towards Cherbourg. We were both just ready to do nothing and sit on the couch, because honestly driving 2,000 kilometers over 4 days is quite tough. And yesterday was probably the longest drive. It definitely felt like the longest, and the weather was so bad too that just like concentration levels were that bit higher. But we made it. We're in Cherbourg now, and we're in this beautiful apartment kicking off our Monday morning. So we're going to be here for the next couple of days. We're trying to get the ferry out tomorrow, but if not, we have a ferry booked for Wednesday evening, which will bring us back to Ireland on Thursday. So over that time, we're just going to plan on getting a bit of work done here, catching up on stuff, and yeah, just enjoying Cherbourg. It's a beautiful place. It's so quiet. It's my type of place. I'm more into the quiet, chill areas than the cities, so we're definitely going to enjoy it here.
Guys, we're just so nice.